I'm saying, what kind of deal is today?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. For today, you are in for a treat. I have another book video for you guys today. I thought I could just talk about my February TBR. You know, this is a very extensive TBR, but since I've had such a successful month in January, reading wise, I thought I would just, you know, hope for the best that it will continue on to the following month, which is February. I thought that in today's video we can go through some of my TBR, some of the books that I wanted to read. As you guys know, I am trying to get through my physical TBR, but I do have a few ebooks that I want to get through as well. Like, I'm reading a series, so I'm interested in talking to you guys about that. Keep an eye out for readathons coming up, like reading marathons coming up. Please make sure to subscribe if you want to see more book videos. I'll be happy to do them for you guys. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So first of all, first and foremost, this is probably my most exciting purchase in January. That is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I am really excited to read this book. I've heard a lot about it. It is, you know, very popular. It is everywhere. It's a fantasy book. Seems to be an enemies to lover. So I am very, very excited for this. A lot of people have talked about this. There's a lot of hype behind it, which kind of scares me, but at the same time, I'm really excited to see what the hype is about. So that one's definitely on my list. So I've just pulled you in a bit closer so that you can see the books better. Up next, we have The Housemaid. This is a thriller that I really want to get to because of how many people have said that they loved it. People that I know, people that I've seen on the internet that have loved it. So I'm really excited to get to this one. This is the first book, and obviously once you get into that, you pick up this one very quickly. People that I know literally finish this book and pick this one up straight away. So apparently there's something exciting in every single chapter. It's a very quick read, and yeah, you don't want to put these books down. So I'm really excited to get to these and see what the hype is all about. Up next, we have an ebook that I have. This is part of the Mind series. So I read the first one. I am going to have a read along video for that, so please bear with me on that. I just got to edit it. There's so much footage that I have to get through, but with that, I did rate it. Actually, you're gonna have to wait for the video because I do have a lot of thoughts on the first book. The first book is called The Risk, and I've already read that one in January. Even though the first one wasn't my favorite, right, I'm still gonna continue with the series because I think it's just gonna get better maybe. The second one is called Sidetracked, and it's literally the same couple. It continues on. The reason why I'm like, I can get through this is because the second book is very, very short. So I don't think it's gonna deep dive into things. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know, I haven't read it, but it's literally only 115 pages. So I think I can get through that very quickly. Might as well just add it to the February reads, right? Yes, so then on to the next book. The next book is The Redemption by Nikki Sloan. I am really excited for this one. It's part of the Filthy Rich American series. It is book 4. I've read all the other ones, but I don't know why I haven't picked up the 4th one. And this is one of the most actually intricate characters within the series. So I don't know why I've held off for so long to read McAllister's story, but I'm excited for it nevertheless. He was the most dramatic in the series, so I'm very excited to get to his point of view, get to his story. The next book that I'm going to be talking about, it's a very, very, very hyped dark romance. Very hyped. It is Haunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. It is a dark romance, a stalker romance from what I'm gathering and understanding. I've heard it's very dark, and I'm very, very excited to read this book because of how people have hyped it up to me. There's 44,638 reviews, so a lot of people have read this book. I believe there's 2 books, but we'll get through one first. Then the next book that I want to read is a crazy one with a crazy plot, right? And I fancy a bit of drama. I fancy a bit of craziness, over the topness. So I'm deep diving into it. I'm going headfirst, all in. This is Credence by Penelope Douglas. I have read many Penelope Douglas books. I think she's just very easy to read, and I enjoy her books. So I have not read Credence because of the hype. It has held me back a little bit because I don't want to be disappointed, but I've heard endless things. So I am going to put Credence finally on my TBR for February, and I'm going to get through this book. I have been in my taboo era. You guys will see from the readathon, but I have read 3 actually. Yeah, 3 taboo romances. 3 taboo romances. So it is not like me to read taboo content, okay? But as you guys would have seen, if you watch my TBR jar chooses what I read for January, you would have seen that one of the prompts that I got was to read taboo books or forbidden books. So that was the journey that I went on, and I kind of just like spiraled within the taboo world, and now I've read loads of books, and you guys will see in the readathon. But basically Credence is, I believe, yeah, from what I've heard, it is a taboo book, but it is reverse harem. It says it's reverse harem, guys, and you know how I feel about reverse harem. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You know what? I think this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one time that I read reverse harems. I was actually asking a fellow booktuber as well to recommend some reverse harems to me, but I didn't know Credence was a reverse harem. And it's very, very hyped, so it must be a popular one. So I want to give this a try. I think this is going to be a good, authentic, you know, it's not like I'm reading a reverse harem that no one's heard of or no one's read, you know, like this is a very popular one. So I feel like if I'm going to like reverse harems, this is the book to do it for me. Or maybe not. We shall see. We'll find out. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Okay, the next book that I have on my TBR list for February is Skin of a Sinner. I recently saw this on TikTok, I believe. It's by Avina St. Graves, and it says, "No one tells you what to do when the boy who shattered your heart comes back to steal it." What? Roman Rivera was my everything once upon a time. I found my knight in shining armor in the form of a fellow foster kid. He protected me and promised to stand by my side forever. But Roman Rivera is a liar. He left me with monsters. 3 years later, I found him in the middle of the night, soaked in my family's blood and carving his initials into my foster brother's skin. He tied me up, dragged me away from the life I had made without him. I tried to run, but he chased me. I wanted to scream, but the sound never came out. He says that I'm never getting away from him. He says he's back for good. I don't believe him. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is very intense. It sounds very intense. You know, it's got decent reviews. Not that many people have read it, but it's decent reviews. So I'm going to give this a chance for February.
Hey guys, Editing Muna here. I also talked about the following books, but I'm so annoyed. I don't know what happened to the footage. I'm showing you here as I try to take a thumbnail, lol, but literally this is the only footage I have of all the books. I also talked about these on my physical TBR to read in February, so it ends with us, Cersei, The Brutal Prince. Let's get back into the TBR video.
And would it really be a Muna TBR video if I didn't have A Court of Thorns and Roses on this TBR list? I seem to always put that on here and I never get to it. I'm in my trying new things era with books, so I'm hoping that I can, but I've got Powerless, which is a fantasy. Am I not going to be all fantasied out? But to be honest, if I try Powerless and I really love it, I might be in the mood to read more fantasy books, so then I can pick up A Court of Thorns and Roses. Perfect, it worked out. So I'm going to add that in the list. It is at the very end because it's a potential read. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it on time, I don't know, but if not, there's always March. So I'm very excited for the month of February, and I'm hoping that I can get through these books. If not, it's not the end of the world. It's just a challenge to myself. Let me know in the comments what are some of your books that you want to get to in February. Yeah, I'd love to hear about them, and any of them that you want to mention, let me know. Yeah guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Many more videos to come, I promise you. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to reach 400 subscribers. It would mean a lot to me if you subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.